Several times he turned his head and looked back for their car, and if the traffic delayed them, he slowed up until they came into sight. I think he was afraid they would dart down a side street and out of his life forever, but they didn't, and we all took the less explicable step of engaging the parlor of a suite in the Plaza Hotel. The prolonged and tumultuous argument that ended by herding us into the room eludes me, though I have a sharp physical memory that, in the course of it, my underwear kept climbing like a damp snake around my legs, and intermittent beads of sweat raced cool across my back. The notion originated with Daisy's suggestion that we hire 5 bathrooms and take cold baths, and then assumed more tangible form as a place to have a mint julep. Each of us said over and over that it was a crazy idea. We all talked at once to a baffled clerk and thought, or pretended to think, that we were being very funny. The room was large and stifling, and though it was already 4 o'clock, opening the windows admitted only a gust of hot shrubbery from the park. Daisy went into the mirror and stood with her back to us, fixing her hair. "It's a swell suite," whispered Jordan respectfully, and everyone laughed. "Open another window," commanded Daisy without turning around. "There aren't any more." "Well, we'd better telephone for an axe." "The thing to do is forget about the heat," said Tom impatiently. "You make it 10 times worse crabbing about it." He unrolled the bottle of whiskey from a towel and put it on the table. "Why not let her alone, old sport?" remarked Gatsby. "You're the one who wanted to come into town." There was a moment of silence. The telephone book slipped from its nail and splashed on the floor, whereupon Jordan whispered, "Excuse me," but this time no one laughed. "I'll pick it up," I offered. "I've got it." Gatsby examined the parted string, muttered, in an interested way, and tossed the book onto the chair. "That's a great expression of yours, isn't it?" said Tom, sharply. "What is?" "All this old sport business. Where'd you pick that up?" "Now see here, Tom," said Daisy, turning around from the mirror. "If you're going to make personal remarks, I won't sit here a minute. Call up and order some ice for the mint julep." As Tom took up the receiver, the compressed heat exploded in sound, and we all listening to the portentous chords of Mendelssohn's Wedding March from the ballroom below. "Imagine marrying anybody in that heat!" cried Jordan dismally. "Still, I married in the middle of June," Daisy remembered. "Louisville in June. Somebody fainted. Who was it, Tom?" "Biloxi," he answered shortly. "A man named Biloxi. Biloxi. And he made boxes. That's a fact. And he was from Biloxi, Mississippi. They carried him into my house," appended Jordan, "because we lived just 2 doors from the church, and he stayed there 3 weeks. Until Daddy told him that he had to get out. The day after he left, Daddy died." After a moment, she added, as if she had sounded irreverent, "There wasn't any connection."